So in this video we're going to be making some of these D&D themed slate tile coasters. I'm making this for a friend of mine for our next D&D session, which I think you'll really appreciate. But if you're looking for a project that is next to impossible to screw up and still produce amazing results, you got to try your hand at these slate tile coasters. So I ordered these coaster sets from Amazon, these slate coaster sets, and they come in a box of 8 of them, basically 2 sets of 4. They're about $10 for all 8 of them, which breaks down to be about, what, $1.25 each. And they're actually a really good quality. Each set kind of look like this, and then on the back they have like these little rubber bumper feet. And one thing I've noticed with these sets is that there's going to be a lot of variation between each set. You might be manufactured at different times, and the thickness might be vary a little bit, and the little rubber feet on the bottom might be a little bit different. So if you are doing this for an order, make sure you buy enough at the same time because they might not match from set to set. And one of the great things about these slate tile coasters is that there's really no prep work that you need to do. Just basically unbox them and throw them on the laser and you're ready to go. So let's go ahead and set this up on the K40 Whisperer and get our laser ready, and let's start etching. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and open K40 Whisperer, and then I'm going to open up my design file. I saved it to the desktop. Let's just do D&D 1. So we have our D&D ampersand here. I'm going to set my jog step over to 50 millimeters, and I'm going to just try to pull it out of the upper left-hand corner, just so it kind of moves it a little bit more toward the center. And that way, if something gets bumped, I could move it back really easy. So I'm going to set it down to 50 millimeters down and to the right. For the raster engrave, I'm going to keep it at 300 millimeters per second, and then I'm going to set my laser at 5 milliamps. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and set up our laser and set up our focal length. I'm going to be using this tile here, and we're going to set our focal length using our square method. If you'd like to know more about this, check out this video right here that gives you more information on how I'm using this square to set my focal length. Something right in there looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and initialize the laser and then cut our outline. Okay, now that we have our outline set, we could go ahead and place in our tiles. I'm going to use the one with the little chipped corner just because I think this design will allow for that. I'm actually going to turn off the air assist. I'm just going to unplug it. That way it gives me a nice clean engrave. And that turned out amazing. So let's set up our next one. All I'm going to do is just click Open Design File, and I can select any of these. So let's go to D&D 2, and that's going to save the same position and my same settings as previous. And all I really need to do is click Raster Engrave once again. That turned out great. Let's do our next one. Okay, 2 down, 2 to go. So let's go ahead and open our next file, which is D&D 3, which I believe is the Beholder. Yep, sure enough, there he is. Keep all the settings the same. Click Raster Engrave. then the very last one we're going to do is D&D 4, which has that old segment from an old D&D book from first edition, I believe. It's from one of the first monster manuals. This is actually going to overlap a little bit, but that is okay. I think it'll look really kind of cool that way. I think these turned out pretty great. In fact, I'm making these for a friend of mine as a gift, and I'll wrap these things up, tie them up with a little bit of jute as a nice little presentation, and give it to him on our next game night. I think he'll really appreciate that. If you decide to make these and try to sell them, make sure you pay attention to copyrights and using other people's trademarks. Otherwise, you're going to be getting some knocks on the doors from some very cranky lawyers. But I have made coasters in the past and sold them in a few stores. I've done a lot of touristy type stuff like, Montana or kind of a regional area. Cabin motifs also work really well for this. You can also do things like names of grandkids if you want to do the custom route. That seems to be real popular too. I usually sell a set of 4 of these for about $20. Maybe 25, I suppose it depends on your area and what your market could bear. But I think they're really good little money makers, and they're super easy to do. So if you'd like to see how I design these, be sure to check out this video up here. I walk you through it step by step as I design these up in Inkscape. Super easy to do, and you could do it too. If you found this video useful, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. That really helps me out an awful lot. And if you like what you see here, please subscribe. I'd love to have you on board. And that's all I got for this time. Thanks for watching, you guys. Bye.